YouTube, Twitch, welcome back. It's mostly the Spire. I can't believe it already. Like, it only felt like yesterday, which it wasn't, by the way. This is actually a joke about like the chronological order of things. But it felt like a short time ago that I was on A9 as the Watcher. I'm banging my head against the proverbial wall, just not being able to do it. Honestly, A10 with all the other characters has been kind of a breeze, actually. Hopefully, you know, it continues this way, right? Maybe the Watcher, there was just like some, like, you know, kinks I had to iron out, and we've done it now, and I won't get stuck in the rut again with this character. Do we want to play the game of losing my starting relic again and get a run in the boss relic? Bearing in mind that last time we did win the run, but we did lose the ability to rest, which is, I think some people would call it suboptimal. I could also lose 7 max health to obtain a random rare relic, which I think is kind of cool. It could give me an identity from the get-go. Just gain 7 max health, I feel like this is such a boring option. Choose a card, also unbelievably boring. It's basically just getting like a free battle. Who cares? I'll lose 7 max health, give me a random rare relic. Okay, wing boots could be fun. I mean, the wing boots is going to kill me. Let's be clear about this. I'm going to fight an elite where I shouldn't fight an elite, and it's going to punish me, but... Hey, thank you for the 100 bits as well. You've started a hype trade as well. Choo-choo! Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Everyone being so generous today. Alright, let's take some battles. Okay, so I think one of the things that gets me as this character is that, unlike all the other characters where, sure, a misdraw can like cause you to lose almost any other build in the game. It's not quite true. Sometimes you can just draw the same hand over and over again and you're like, you know, you're locked into victory. But as this character, when you get a bad draw, it can happen when you're in Wrath and it just kills you there because you're taking double damage at the same time. So I think that's one of the most important things as this character is like, be careful if you're in Wrath, like always have a way to get out of Wrath. Otherwise, you have to be like seriously careful about putting yourself into Wrath. That being said, in the early game, being in Wrath is quite good because you can just one-shot things. We don't have Wrath just yet. I probably will put Vigilance on to let me get mana cheat later on when I go into Wrath. So let me go into Vigilance. I sadly didn't get 2 strikes, otherwise I would have strike this guy. Honestly, I think I'm just going to defend. I'll take 1 damage. Last bits for the Hype Gods. Again, Eki, thank you for the 100 bitties as well. Much appreciated. Very kind. Okay, I can kill one of them now. I can also erupt. I do get 2 energy back. I really should run the numbers here. Is this lethal? Because I can't get out of my mode again. Like, this will one-shot you. 9, 12, 12, 24, 30. I'm pretty certain this is lethal. It is. Some very quick mathematics has led me to the correct conclusion. Gain 6 blocks, shuffle insight into your draw pile, draw 2 cards, exit your stance. Actually quite useful just to, as I said, get out of stance mode. Does this go to 0 mana? I don't think it does, right? No, 3 cards. Or deal 4 twice. I do kind of like the idea of taking also cards which do more damage, right? I think getting offensive cards in the early game is a bit like getting offensive relics in Peglin in the early game. It's just the winner's choice. The best form of offense right now, best form of defense is just good offense. That being said, Empty Mind is a rare card, so I'm not going to see it again for some time, probably. That being said, though, offense. I'm actually going to just take the damage this time. Good call, by the way. God damn it. I swear against this guy, I always draw, like, all the defense on the opening turn. It feels like it's set in stone. I'm not sure I can kill you from here. 9, 16, 24. I can do 36, which obviously isn't lethal. The only question is, if I do this, and I take 12 damage, is that better than me, like, wasting this turn and coming back around again and, you know, potentially taking more damage in the future instead? I'm gonna say I can do it better this way. Hopefully I'll redraw Eruption very quickly, and with the additional energy I get from exiting Calm, I can one-shot them, hopefully. I actually forgot about Ascender's Bane as well, but it is going to work out favourably for me, so thank you, game. Much appreciated. Cut Through Fate, Consecrate, or Empty Mind. Consecrate's quite nice because it's just a 0 damage card. Also, it's got AoE damage, and AoE damage is pretty useful in the early game. and even in the late game, I think I might just grab 0 damage. Sorry, 0 cost, deal 5 damage. 0 damage would be awful, but a 0 cost for some damage. How can it be bad? How can a 0 mana spell that does damage be, like, bad? It was not bad in Hearthstone, it won't be bad in Slay the Spire either. Right? Right. Okay, let's defend. I can't block all the damage, sadly. We'll just go for a double strike. We won't go into Eruption right now. I think he will obliterate me if I do that. I should also remember that has a retain on it, so we shouldn't just throw it out there, potentially. I'm actually going to defend here, because I can't kill him next turn anyway, so we might as well slow the game down. 0 damage, 5 mana card sounds great. That would be pretty good. That's basically, in Hearthstone terms, that's road, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, Strike, Consecrate. Strike again probably doesn't lead me to lethal either, so I'm actually going to put Vigilance up instead. I'm going to get there eventually, don't worry. I might as well put up all defense, actually, because I'm, you know, only going into the armor right now. Alright, my hype train has been completed. Thank you very much for all the kind sub-donations and the bits. Much appreciated. I was really confused because my screen flashed as well, but I think it was the train leaving the station, I guess. We can Erupt to get out of this mode. It'll give me 2 energy back. And then we kill. Wallop, signature move, or Mental Fortress. Mental Fortress is interesting, but I feel like I've tried this mode where I leave and exit stances multiple times over the course of a turn, and it's actually pretty hard to enable, so I feel like the card's not that good. Signature move is definitely something I could play around if, you know, I know I've got it, and I guess I would know I've got it at this point. But it's going to be pretty hard to enable with Eruption as well right now. I feel like Wallop is just like, it's so solid, because if I go into Wrath, I do double damage and get double block anyway. So it kind of is like a protection for me in... It's a protection for me being in Wrath. I probably do need to upgrade Wrath for it to be like really, really powerful. But we can do that. This guy splits. Be aware. It's better to do strike, strike, strike right now rather than a wallop. Actually, I'll do this. This is even better. One more mana I get the kill this turn, but I'm sure I'm going to draw 2 strikes before one of these guys hits me, right? Oh my god, that's a lot of damage. But fortunately, Consecrate will get the kill. Gain 6 block. If the last card played this combat was a skill, draw 2 cards. I get it. I get it. But I'm not playing too many skills right now, so I'm not super hot on this. At some point, I need to stop drawing cards. Sorry, stop adding cards to my deck, because I'm going to get into a really thick deck situation. That being said, this not today. I'm going to take Cut Through Fate, but we probably need to start looking at defensive options now. Offensively, we look pretty solid, if you ask me. I'm also not going to use the boots right now. I really actually do want to take one of these campsites, so I'm actually going to head towards the early one. I really, really love this character upgrading Eruption, so it's 1 cost. It makes it so much easier to use it. Don't love what this nerd's up to. I think I'm going to pop a potion. Just to make my life easier. I will take 1 damage, but I basically get around the vulnerability of this guy, which I think is a pretty decent deal. We'll go into Vigilance. I want to draw the defend. Wait, I'm scrying right now, so I don't want to do anything, so I'll draw the defend this turn. Perfect. Yeah, Wallop for next turn. He's buffing himself anyway, so who cares? Wallop, Strike, Consecration, you're dead. Windmill Strike, Retain, deal 7 damage. When Retain, increases damage by 4 this combat. It leads me towards the Retain build, and I do have a Retain card right now in the form of Flying Sleeve, so it's not crazy, but I feel like you need the relic before you take the card. Otherwise, it's kind of like, you know, not ideal. We could go for Prostrate. I don't think the Mantra build is necessarily bad. And it's 0 cost, gain 4 block. If I can get a bunch of draw, you know, it's fine. I'll grab Prostrate. Definitely going to Smith, though, the Eruption first. 1 mana discount. Great deal. And I will fight an Elite. And depending on how we go after this Elite, I might go for the other Elite as well. I think the first thing we need to do right now is just get Eruption. I think that's my opening start that we desire. Actually, this could work as well. In fact, this might be perfect. We're going to draw Eruption next turn. As long as I do the Damagios this turn, which I'm like guaranteed to do now, it can't be better. We get the mana discount. Big damage. Do I want Prostrate? Actually, no, I don't. So I'll scry it. Draw me a card, please. Perfect. I say, oh no, it's perfect. I'll use a Miracle this turn, I think. Just do as much damage as humanly possible. And you'll have to see, it's below half health on my opening turn. It did cost me my Miracle, though. We might want to leave our board. Unfortunately, I don't have the opportunity to do that. In which case, I guess we just take the damage, right? And not the full 40. I will block 18 of it, so we're going to take 22, which is pretty bad. But it basically is guaranteeing lethal. Next turn. That's funny. Okay. I don't know if it does guarantee lethal. I'd have to use a potion, but I could get there. I'm not going to use the potion. I don't think it's worth it, but alright, we'll take 3 more. God damn it. If only I drew 1 more strike. Okay, Calipers. At the start of your turn, leaves 15 block rather than all your block. I think that also gives me a pretty big direction to make Wallop unbelievably powerful and then just retain the block I get from Wallop for the rest of the game. And dude, we can make Halt work as well. Okay, I'm beginning to see the line. I think I want to heal here. I know I could have jumped across, but let's be sensible right now. Alright, give me some question mark tiles. Upgrade a card for free. You shouldn't have. More damage on Wallet, please. Yes, sir. I was going to say it's going to be a great start for Consecration, but don't get it. Unless it's in Flying Sleeves. But I'm probably just going to Wallop one of you, to be perfectly honest. Actually, no. We should do this first. That's not what I thought it was. I'm stupid. It doesn't matter. It actually sincerely doesn't matter. I'll do this to you. Halt. Prostrate. I'm taking no Damagios. It's just, do I want to flip the other guy? It wants me to boot to all the elites because I've got the insect. I'm considering it. Let's do it. Let me flip you. I want to Consecrate, so we do nothing here. Someone would say Consecrate is the perfect card right now. Because it is. Conclude. Deal 12 to all enemies, end my turn. Pretty spooky. Do I want another Prostrate in my deck? Actually, if we're going to go for the Mantra build, it wouldn't be crazy to get 2 Prostrates. Because when I upgrade one of them, then it's, you know, gain 3 Mantra, gain 3 Mantra, then gain 2 Mantra from the other Prostrate, and that would give me 10 Mantra, which would put me into Divinity. So actually, I think I'm okay taking 2 of them. I do need to upgrade one of them, though, at this point. We'll go for this other elite. Okay. The jumping around for... Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Okay. Oh, my God, this wasn't worth it. I will never do this event and then, like, pussy out at the end of it. I probably should have done it at this point. Art of War may be one of the worst things I could have got there. I'll try the elite. I think we're going to lose now. Okay, we're definitely going to lose. Let me drink this. Actually, they're on lower health. We can do this. Don't panic. I want Consecrate, I think. Goodbye to you. I think I'll take 1 damage, and accept the junk you're putting in my deck. This hand makes me unhappy. We'll go into Calm, I'll halt, I'll prostrate, I'll defend. I guess I'm taking no damage. Actually, it's not the worst turn. And the Thorns are triggering still. And also, I actually got the Art of War to trigger, which doesn't really matter here, but, you know, it's still nice. Right, I need to kill the guy in the middle if I'm just going to kill someone. It's actually the perfect turn, because I can kill the guy in the middle and kill the guy on the edge, and also I get energy back, so... It's almost the perfect case scenario. And I drew Warp as my last card. Perfect. What a clean battle. What the fuck is this? Start each combat in Calm. That's actually huge. Because it's really awkward for me right now to get into Calm to start battles with. Now I don't have to worry about it. Okay, we don't need 3 prostrates. That's actually insanity. 7 block, exit your stance, not crazy. 9 damage, exit your stance, also not crazy. We do have the calipers at this point, so I'm somewhat more tempted actually to go for the block option now. We actually have a lot of offensive options anyway. I'll take it. That's pretty spooky when I've got, you know, a elite coming up. I think I have to disagree. I think I have to be sensible here. We haven't used the boots either, which is like a bit of a feels bad, but nah, we tried. Okay, we tried. All right, my opening hand is so unbelievably bad, it's crazy. I can go into Wrath, but to like what end, I guess. It probably is the right play though, sadly. Oh no, I'm gonna exit my form. That's fine. In fact, let's try and get as much block as possible so I retain some for next turn, I guess, is the answer to this. 20 damage incoming. I sleep. I'm blocking it all. Man, if... Was he doing 25 damage and I wasn't paying attention? Alright, whatever. He hit me once. You want to medal with that? Yeah, I should have saved the Thorns potion if I could have done. Which, now that I think about it, I probably could have done. It's really good against this guy. I do want Wallop, so I shouldn't scry anything. I'm blocking everything. Correct? Correct. 4 times 6 doesn't equal 20? Alright. That was the problem. I swear it said 4 times 5. That's what confused me. You know what? Screw it. Let's go into Wrath. I take a touch of damage again. I was going to say, hopefully, though, we can do some big damage on this turn. Sadly, obviously, I can't. I guess I exit my stance again, but I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't exit my stance. Maybe I should have stayed in it. I was just worried about, like, what he's about to do right now. Next prostrate goes... sorry, sends me to Divinity. And I get extra energy for this turn. So that's not terrible. I can go into Divinity if I want to. Now. Because I could use the Liquid Memories to pull it back. Is it worth going into Divinity this second? Possibly, actually, yeah. Because I'm probably going to go into Wrath fairly soon anyway. Send me. Big armor, hopefully for the rest of the game. I want Consecrate, so we'll do nothing. It's so much damage, I just feel like it was worth it. As I said, I've got so much out for this turn as well. Alright, 5 times 6, I believe is 30, so we're not quite blocking everything just yet, but we can get there. If I erupt, I have to make sure I kill this turn. 9 plus 12, 21. I can't kill actually through that, so we will not be erupting this turn. Nice try, buddy. Ah, bird losses, that's scary. We can burn the miracle. I might live to regret this, but I think we can put up 20 damage this turn. I can. Alright, establishment. Whenever a card is retained, reduces cost by 1 this combat. That is the card that you want for the retain build. We could go for it. Deal 12 damage, deals additional damage equal to the mantra gained this combat. It's kind of what I'm aiming for, and actually it would be a good win condition. Considering I can just put up infinite block, well, if I could put up infinite block, I would just win. So you know what, we've also not done a brilliance build. We have done establishment before. Let's say brilliance. What do you upgrade into out of interest? Just more base damage? Okay. I like it. Extra energy, but when I open a non-boss chest, I get a curse. Less options to pick from. I don't think I want that, actually. Remove 2 cards from your deck. I could get behind that as well. I think as this character, if you can get the deck really thin, and very consistently you can get it into calm and out of calm, you actually are just on a winning trajectory. I'm so tempted to go strike, strike. I think I'm going to do it, actually. Let's go strike, strike. I think that would give me a bit of, like, leeway as well to potentially put, like, another wallop in the deck or something called duplicate wallop. Something around that. Now, I have the winged booties. Don't die with the winged booties. That would be pretty stupid. That being said, what is the plan here? I think an early shop could be interesting. Alright, hateful opening, if I'm going to be honest with you. Wait, I should empty body to leave the stance to give me 2 energy back. To then replay Vigilance, and I play a defend and a defend. I retain some block for the next turn, at the very least. And I gain another energy back. This is unblocked damage, so you're actually my nightmare, honestly. That being said, it's still like my best damage, so I'll probably be using it. I think I'm actually going to take the prostrate here and start getting the mantra. Building up. There's no point putting up block. I won't retain anymore, so I guess we'll do a strike. And hold on to flying sleeves. Can I get out of my mode again? No, I cannot get out of my mode. So eruption right now is incredibly scary unless I am killing. Is this 60 damage I've got locked in here? You're doing 9. You're doing 10. That's 19. You're doing 28. That is 47. You're doing 16. That is 53. So actually, I strictly speaking do have lethal. But I have to use a potion. I think I'd be willing to use the potion, not to like drag this battle out any longer. But actually, I think the calculation is higher than that because I think I didn't count this mantra on it. So I might not even need the potion. I don't need the potion. Okay, hang on a minute. This could have some legs. Swivel is clearly meant to be used with something like Wallop. Wreath of Flames is also interesting, but I think it's only interesting with like you ideally want like 12 times 1 damage, right? But I don't think this character has that. I think I skip here. I don't think Swivel is good enough. Actually, what do you upgrade into? Yeah, 2 mana for 11 block. He's not quite that. He's 11 block plus some damage. I think I can do better, but maybe like Swivel Plus down the line. Maybe that does make the deck. Do I want to mug this guy? Bearing in mind I can remove it very shortly. You tell me what you're going to give me, Vagrant. I guess when I really think about it, it's going to cost me 100 to remove this. versus just giving it 85. So you know what? I can't be weakened. Actually, pretty good. Unironically, with what I'm trying to do right now, the weakening would drop my armor gain, so... Because I'm trying to do... I'm basically trying to make Wallop work, is kind of like the end game strat. So, I don't think that's a terrible get for me. I fucking hate this guy. He's such a scumbag. My opening turn is really, really garbage. Because this doesn't break through, so there's almost no point in me doing it. I guess I could throw an explosive potion at him just to break his armor off and then flying sleaze him to drop his armor gain from next turn. I don't love it, but I don't hate it either. Like, this guy, you just beat him by... Like, you know, once you get going, you just hammer this guy. But until you get going, like, it's really scary. What is this draw again? I mean... Eruption, empty body, vigilance, defend. I mean, it doesn't matter. Like, the turn was just a wash. Okay, maybe I need more offensive cards. I'm beginning to learn. Consecrate. I should Brilliance into Wallop. I do still take damage here. Is that okay? It's okay, I guess. I don't love it, but... Right, I can't get out my mode here, so unless this is lethal, we shouldn't do it. 9 plus 16 is 25, plus 12 is 37. So I'm 9 off lethal. So I shouldn't do this, is what I'm saying. I don't love it because I'm taking 3 still, so there's like part of it that was like, shall I just erupt and send it and then, you know, play the block potion anyway? But I guess I won't. Okay, I have an issue. My deck is not quite all that anymore. Yeah, I need to keep the retain card for the Wrath card, you're right. I really don't want to prostrate now either. Ah! I could get a triple damage strike, which again strips his armor one more turn. I might have to do this, you know. I'm still buffing Brilliant, so it kind of doesn't matter. I just need... Okay, I need attack and draw. That's the issue right now. I think also, to be perfectly honest, I think this guy might be like my worst nightmare, unless I got like a perfect draw. Alright, we're out. It wasn't too bad. Cut Through Fate, I think, is actually the card we want. I just need more cards that draw cards. We get a shop now, maybe the shop can fix my problems. Oh, random value bullshit. Flare of Blows could also be pretty interesting. I have no card that exhausts right now, so it legitimately does nothing, but it can be crazy. And I could put Dark Chakras into my deck, which is pretty good. The Lizard Tail is very useful, but it legitimately locks me out of everything else. And Rushdown could be tempting just to put me into Wrath. Sorry, when I get put into Wrath, I do draw cards, which I think is like the card you need to get if you're going to make Wrath-based builds work. And I think Scroll is pretty good. Like, There is a bit of temptation of this, but I don't think you need that many scrolls in your deck. I don't know. It's actually quite hard. I think the spoon is like really, really good, but just not with what I'm doing right now. And I'm not going to see it again, which feels bad because I just bought an exhaust card, but I just don't have enough like cards that enable that. And again, I know I've got the boots, I could fly around, but I just don't want to. I don't need to, okay? This is awkward as well. I kind of want to do the Jax thing, but I don't actually get that much health regeneration, so it's actually pretty scary to be Jaxing myself up too much. So I don't know if I want to do it. Transform 2 cards, again, is semi-tempting, because I don't really want my defense anymore. Nor my strikes, for that matter. I might do a defend and a strike. I'll just see where the world takes me. You know what? Let's do it. What the fuck have you just given me? I saw one with Ragnarok. Conjure Blade, shuffle an expunger into your draw pile. So this is the one where you want insane energy to take advantage of it. And Ragnarok is obviously Ragnarok, which actually is potentially a pretty good card. When I said the Wreath of Flames before, this isn't a terrible option with it if I can get it reduced. Honestly, if I can get, I was going to say, if I can get Retain and the power card to reduce the cost of Retain cards by 1, that would be phenomenal. It is a 2-card combo, though. At the very least, it's 2 red cards, which I can potentially burn in the future. I am a little bit scared of this. I'm not entirely convinced I'm strong right now. That being said, this might be the best opening I can get. I'm going to intentionally conjure a really good blade because I think I need the damage. I know it buffs this guy. I'll live with it. I'll drink a block potion and... But like, we kind of started off on a pretty good foot, I think. I basically give myself a way to kill this guy. I wish I had the 1 energy again. I will be real with you here. And I kind of don't want this guy to attack either. And I can't race the boss down. The boss will beat me. You might laugh at me for this. I think the right play is to kill this guy before he does any shenanigans and shackle the other guy for a turn. And then come back to him next turn. And it also lets me play my power. This is where I'm scared, though, because I knew he was going to do, like, disgusting things to me now. I can't get out my form, but if I do Erupt, I draw 2 cards. There's a 2 in 6 chance, aka a 1/3 chance I draw Vigilance, which is not great. And if I don't draw Vigilance, I just die. But it's not quite that mathematics either. Although, actually, it basically is, because I don't get the energy back. Because I'm not in the mode I'm... not in? Question mark? No, I'm not in Calm, so I don't get the energy back for this. Sorry, that was my phone. I've got it right next to the microphone, just for my viewers. It's kind of a horrible turn, though. There's... I hate Eruption. I love it, but I hate it. Also, it's not quite... Oh, no, it is true on the map. No, it's bad on the mass. It's really bad. I couldn't play it anyway. Because I get to Scry, so it's not quite a 1 in 3. I think the dream is I get Wallop after this. Yeah, I have to take Wallop. Then I Wallop this nerd. And we play these. I am taking 11 damage, but I'm alive. And if I can get into Wrath on the turn where I get Expunger, I just win. That was kind of pointless now I think about it, because Calipers is going to strip it. I think at this point we're just going for the boss, right? Ideally. Assuming I can live through the turn, we're going for the boss. Which might not be easy. it turns out. I can give myself 2 energy back, though. Hang on a sec. This might work. Get expunged. I don't love this. I can send both into here, but I'm kind of worried with the 7 cards I've got left. I don't have lethal. So I think I'm actually just going to go for it. Just go for kill. 8 more damage. Does that really move the needle here? Possibly, yeah. I think I actually have to just fully go into this guy. I do take 17, which like halves my health, but... Also, the armor went onto the boss, which is pretty spooky. This is like the hand I wanted to like just kill this guy, so it's going to be overkill in the end, but... I just wasn't sure I was going to get Wrath, so I wanted to like make sure I had other ways to get lethal without having Wrath on for this turn. Oh well, you know, I take damage, I gain max health. That works out nicely for me. Scry 2, gain 3, block, deal 4. You're not draw, though, so I kind of don't care. I don't think I need another halt, either. We just need cards that say draw cards. And again, I know I could fly around the map, but forgive me. I need to rest. And I do want another elite, so... Not really this guy, though. Do I want my Conjure Blade shenanigan play to go off again? Probably not. Oh... No, I don't think I do. I'm definitely doing this. There's so much variance in the Ragnarok play, it's kind of scary. There's part of me that wants to do Ragnarok Rushdown, though, so don't worry about the expunger right now. And I think that's the line I'm going to go down. I need to kill the guy at the back as soon as is humanly possible, otherwise this just won't work. But this could go horribly wrong, like, I could get a really bad roll here. Ah, it was a middling roll, so I'll forgive it. But I'm kind of spiraling the drain, you know? Didn't get it, Wrath. Okay, let's see what's in here. Not Wrath either. Dude, we're in trouble. Like, a world of hurt. Are you doing the thing where it stops me attacking you as well? No. Oh, yeah, you don't attack me on that turn. I always forget. Oh my god. It's like, as I said, the bottom card of my deck is Eruption. I can draw it. Is it worth it? Probably, right? But I can't get out of it again, so I actually have to kill everyone on board when I do this. I think I do have that lethal, though. Man, I would have liked Dark Shackles as well as a backup, but legitimately the deck could not be worse. Right, we erupt this guy, brilliance this guy, and I've got 2 energy left over, so I should be able to kill the first guy. We're fighting. Oh my god, another prostrate. Wreath of Flame Plus is kind of interesting because it's also not the next attack on this turn, it's just the next attack. The problem is it's like 1 mana do nothing, right? It's so good with Expunger and Ragnarok though. And Flying Sleeves for that matter. And Wallop. Maybe it's actually the card that I do need. Oh my god, I'll try it. I think it's horrible, but... okay. I think we're going to do our first jump, by the way. I'm going to go to the chest on the left because I don't want to go to the shop again, I think. Ah, okay. That's fine. Ah, do you want a battle here, though? I was hoping for something, like, a bit nicer, Gabe. Although I can Wreath Ragnarok, which is kind of cool. We're doing it, by the way. So much damage. That's fine. I kind of predicted this would happen, but this is what this is here for. And I'll do that. So I got rid of like one really pesky pest. I do, as I was about to say, need to live through this turn, unfortunately. And I have no way to get out my form again. Honestly, it's the story of this battle. I don't have enough cards to get me out of Wrath, so I can't ever play Eruption. And my other answer to getting out of Wrath was to get Mantra, but I've not upgraded my Mantra cards, so it's just impossible. I honestly might have to just risk this. Eruption's going to draw me 2 cards anyway. The alternate line is, like, horrible. I basically don't do any damage and I just prolong this game out again, which is just not the winning choice, I think. Interesting. I live, bitch. Wasn't even close. Do I live through this turn, though? I do, baby. Alright. Just need to find some other way to survive now. 1 mana into Calm. I should really clarify on this as well. When I want to get in and out of, like, Wrath, I really want it on a 0 mana card, because otherwise you just can't spend as much mana on attacking people. So it feels really shitty. But maybe I have to, like, accept, you know, sometimes you just have to pay the 1 mana to get out of the mode. But especially, like, 1 mana do, like, nothing effectively. I've already got 1 mana gain 7 block, exit your form. It just feels like Inner Peace is kind of garbage. Alright, well, clearly we need to rest. It's not what I'm after, game. You are too late. I'd have loved to go for you, but no. I think we have to take some question marks. Although I could take a heal here. Oh, it's gonna feel like such a shit boot if I take the heal and jump back to a question mark tile. Fuck it. I'm gonna die otherwise. I have to keep healing, I think. It also gives me cards. 3 block for every card in my hand. That's awful for my build. You keep offering me Reach Heaven, and I keep telling you, game, I don't want it. We are definitely not reaching heaven. We're plummeting to the old area below. The old area down below. Alright, we have to kill the bird, Kakor, by the way, very quickly because he scales. So that's going to be the game plan here. Let's kill the bird. I don't want Ragnarok. I don't want Defend. I will take a Prostrate, though. The dream is I get out of this battle without taking any damage. I might not be able to enable that, but it should be the plan. I think I should save the ritual for later as well. I might use the Hex Potion, though, because... Sorry. The Artifact Potion to stop you hexing me. I think I will do that, in fact. Prostrate again. Consecrate. Cut through this guy. Eruption or Strike. Do I want the Eruption this turn? Unironically, I don't. I'm actually going to discard both. I'm going to cycle through my deck again. Do I want that card? Probably not either, but... Here we are. I guess actually I should have taken the Strike, so I could have definitely killed the bird this turn without using Flying Sleeves. I'll just use Flying Sleeves, I guess. You know what? I didn't consider that. I could Empty Body, get to 2, then Miracle and get Expunger at 3. I think that's actually not a terrible play. And it gets Expunger on my deck. 9 times 3 is pretty good. For 1. Especially with a Wreath on top of that. I mean, I don't know what I'm thinking of. I've got 3 mana left and 3 cards. I'm playing them all. I take 3 more. If only I had 1 more energy, I have Wreath Ragnarok. I do have Wreath Wallop, though. Which means I'm not taking any damage this turn. And now I can erupt, because you're not attacking me. Follow-up is interesting. It's not draw, but it's a lot of damage and gives me an energy back, and I just want to attack multiple times in a turn. Kind of. It's not really the card I'm after, though, to be honest with you. I'm slightly concerned about taking it, in fact. Yeah, it just... it's so awkward. I just... I don't know. I think I have to skip again. Like, it's good. But it dilutes what I'm trying to do right now, I think. But what I'm trying to do right now is not really working, so I don't know. Basically, I don't think it moves the needle, just dilutes what I'm doing, which is not working, but... Alright, I'm going to make a ballsy play here. I'm actually going to Smith. You might be surprised by what I'm going to do. I think I have to upgrade to Prostrate. I need the mantra to scale faster. It's my big win condition, and I just don't ever get there. Alright, hello, bird friend. We are going to be drinking this as well. Probably the worst boss I could have asked for as well, because I just don't have great AoE damage. It's not terrible, but it's not fantastic. Right, Cut Through Fate. Gives me Shackles or Cut Through Fate. Goodbye, Shackles. I'll see you later. That's actually pretty good. It's just, do I want Conjure Blade or not? I think I don't want it. But I do want the Eruption. And I can get out my mode next turn now. The only regret here is actually I'm wasting a mana, but... it's not terrible. It's just... okay, we rush down. Because I have to. I think I'm going to burn my Miracle. It doesn't feel good, but... I need to get out of my mode, otherwise I'm going to take unlimited damage. I'm now scaling, and I do loads of damage in the next turn. Oh, sorry, next attack. I was going to say Ragnarok could go crazy right now. And I'm slowly scaling Brilliance this time. It has to be this, though, right? It's 75 damage locked up in Ragnarok. I even got an energy back. None of those hit the boss, by the way, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, I will say, but a surprising thing, I guess, is my answer to that. I mean, I guess we take a kill here. Ah, why were you the other way around? I would have loved to wallop that guy and Brilliance you instead. Because I would have got the energy back. Sorry, I would have got the armor back. I could empty my body to exit Carb right now. It's a little... oh, it's no draw pile. It's a little bit risky. Because I'll lack energy on a future turn now. But it doesn't mean I'm not going to take that much damage this turn. You know what? I think this is the right play. I mean, I'm not going to get through the armor anyway, right? And there's no point in wasting Flying Sleeves, because again, it's not going to get through the armor. And I retain the card, so I might as well hold on to it. I keep drawing Dark Shackles on a turn where you're not attacking me, which is very, very cool. I'll take Vigilance for this turn, in fact. Thank you very much. Going to my defensive mode. And we're still scaling. And we can't be weakened. We can be vulnerable, though, which is, like, really bad as well. I can Erupt Ragnarok, which is probably going to be the world's scariest play for me for next turn, but as long as I draw Prostrate Plus, which I think is guaranteed, we can leave Wrath next turn. That actually could have gone horribly wrong. I forgot I was going to draw some cards there. Instead, though, it's actually worked out unbelievably well. It could not be better, in fact. Get bursted. Get bursted. He's doing 87 damage. I know that looks scary. It is scary. However, if I just push this button here, I go into other mode. I should halt first, though, while I'm in Wrath. Now I'm in Divinity, and I'm only taking 43 damage, which is still not great, but it could be worse. I want Consecrate, please. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, would you believe it? I've taken this build to the 3rd floor. I'm actually stunned. Do I want Blasphemy? Enter Divinity, you die next turn, exhaust. Alpha shoves the beat into your draw pile, exhaust, which then becomes a Omega. And your Omega then starts doing like 40 damage at the end of each turn. Or Ragnarok, a card that's in my deck and I don't like it. This is a difficult question. Do I want the card that, you know... I don't know. I kind of want none of these. I think Blasphemy is so unbelievably scary. What are you upgraded to? Retain? Are you crazy? I mean, I can't do Blasphemy. It's just not what I'm built to do. I'm actually too defensive for it. I don't need 2 Ragnaroks. That's too many. And Alpha is kind of garbage, though. I guess if you can just stay alive until the Omega comes up, then you're fine. But I didn't really ever get to, like, the point where the Calipers is just, like, hard carrying the run. I think this is going to be, a bold, brave play for me, but I think the correct choice is to skip. I think I want none of these cards. How many are in my deck anymore? 3 cards. Get a Curse and 3 Relics. Might be the correct choice. I can't rest anymore. I can't take that option. Alright, we're taking Calling Bell. More max health, cool. If I draw enough, I get energy, which could actually work. Add additional card rewards from other enemies. Has this moved the needle? Not a lot, is what I'll say. I will say, I think this is the easiest 3rd floor boss. Not going to say I'm going to win, but it's easier. I've still got 1 winged boots left as well. I'm not going to level with you. I might take the really early shop right now. I'll just try and get some way to win from there. Because I think we're cooked otherwise, and I don't want to fight the Flaming Elite, so... We're not fighting the Heart, by the way, in case you're, like, going to ask that question as well. There is no world where I can kill the Heart right now. It's, like, guaranteed turbo mega lethal. Alright, I guess I'll retain some block for next turn. I'll hit you, and I'll do that. Consecrate time. It does mean my warp is less good, but it just strips all their armor off, so the warp will actually give me full armor. Which is like, okay. I think it's a reasonable compromise. The Heart might feel sorry for me and let me win. I think I need these guys to feel sorry for me and let me win. I'm not convinced I killed these guys. I think this is the weakest I've ever been on the 3rd floor. My ability is actually awful right now. Like, I'm tempted to let Art of War trigger, but it's so scary. Like, what am I doing with my 2 additional energy for these cards? It's like nothing. It just doesn't work. I don't know. I think this is like the 2nd or 3rd time I've tried to make Wallop work, and it's just so hard. I can't get on my form again, so I can't realistically play a Rupture this turn. So, I basically got Death's Door. Can at least kill one of them. I don't want you. I don't want you either. And actually, I need to get rid of this Conjure Blade, I think. I need to get rid of both Ragnarok and Conjure Blade. I think both of them are not good cards for me right now. I think that was the best play there. Eruption. I only take 3... No, I might not take it 3 damage. Hang on a sec. I'm going to try it. Taking no damage now. I guess I'll just conjure a +2 expunger. I need to do 43 on this turn. There's no question about that. We'll prostrate and go into divinity. They're both good. I think both get me there, so it doesn't matter. Whenever you scry getting blocked, follow up Bowling Bash. I need something else that gives me divinity. I actually think that's the problem right now. Oh, no, whatever it's called. What am I trying to get? Something. Whatever, it doesn't matter. I don't know. It always feels bad where, like, you're seeing loads of different cards and I'm just not taking any of them. I just don't think any of them are good enough, which means my build doesn't work, because the cards just don't exist. If I play 5 cards on a turn, deal 10 to all, that's actually semi-tempting. I do play 5 fairly often. Bit late. Oh, God, I don't know. I don't know. I can't take fasting either. That'll just kill me. One time going to divinity? Is that the play? No. If we're going to win this run, I can't take this. I need to remove a card and get my deck... I'll keep my deck as thin as possible. I think that is, like, the winner's choice here. The question is, do I get rid of Conjure Blade as well? It's so hard to say, like, let's get rid of Conjure Blade, because it actually potentially gives me a win condition. Versus, you know, shall I get rid of Strike, or keep the Strike instead, or keep the Defend instead? I think one of my other issues with this character is I just find it so hard to get enough block to, like, survive turns. They feel really awkward to use, I think. Not necessarily bad, but I struggle a little bit. We're probably at the point where defense aren't good enough. I'll get rid of one. And I think we'll buy a potion. And I'll take some question mark tiles. I think that's an okay deal. It basically turns off one of my relics. But it saves me a heal at a campsite. And I'm actually about to go to a campsite, so that might work. Insane. Hang on a minute. Oh, it gives you a full heal, doesn't it? This is so stupid. Ah. Let me get rid of Ragnarok. I think actually Ragnarok is more problematic than Conjure Blade even. It's so brutal, man. I do get 10 max health as well, so it kind of like counteracts the previous event anyway, but had I known, I could have just like saved the 14 max health, or whatever it was, 10 max health I lost. Brutal. We should go probably for this elite, but I kind of want the campsite first to upgrade another card. I don't know. It's like one of those things where I feel like I'm spiraling the drain, and if I avoid elites, I'm going to lose, but if I take elites, I'm going to lose, so, you know, what do I do? Do I keep paddling down the drain, or do I, like, actually, like, try and claw my way out of it? Taking damage this turn, which, like, feels painful, but it's only one. We need to kill Explodinator before he gets to me. Alright, we can do it. Give me 20 armor, please. I'll pop the Miracle to kill him, in fact. Actually, do I want to cut now? Because there are some cards I don't want to draw. I'll take the strike, actually. Oh, actually, hang on a minute. This works. I forgot about the Gremlin Horn. Actually, all in all, this turn was pretty good. Did you just flash in front of my eyes for a second? What's going on here? I really want to use Brilliance, but the Conjure Blade might be better right now for me. That being said, I hate this guy buffing himself out of control, and I can't really... No, I can kill him without worrying about that. That's not crazy. You know what? Change of plans. I'm going to kill you. Or, like, start working through killing you. And I'll try and get the sharp guy with panache, I guess. Now I'm allowed to hit you. Am I hitting you again this turn? I'm not hitting you again this turn. So actually, I want to draw the days. I guess I could have hit you one more time. Fuck you. Stupid. Stupid 10 thorns! I might actually lose this unit. Well, not lose it, but I might lose a lot more health than I want to. I'll take the 4 and just not risk it. I'm really concerned where the Thorns is going right now. Lesson Learned could be really good, but it's just so unbelievably late for it. I think we don't take it. If you're in Wrath, apply 5 rumble to all enemies. Otherwise, enter Wrath. That's not the issue here. Protect is kind of interesting. Honestly, if I could go into like a retain build to some degree now, I possibly would do. I might just take it. It feels bad because it's 2 mana for 16 block, which is like 8 mana per block, which is just to defend, rolled into 1 card. But I'm kind of desperate. Let's take another upgrade as well while I'm here. It might have to be Panache, actually. The Expunger is better if I do that. You know what, let's do this. So my Expunger is actually... I can play it on 0, basically, and get an okay deal. Not a great deal, but... we're out of boots, so we are just now using our legs. Oh my god, I hate this guy. I hate this guy. I need to hit him. I can't just not hit him for the rest of this turn. It's a pretty bad roll. Okay, it's the worst roll. Thank you. I'll put up some block potion. Let's go get him. Hang on a minute. I'm gonna stay in Wrath, and let's see where the world takes us. I'm basically trying to one-shot this guy. But it might not prove to be the correct answer. Especially when I can't get out the mode right now. Okay, I can get out the mode if I want to. I think I need to do this for sensibility reasons. I'll risk it. Okay, it got worse, but it's still okay. Let me leave Wrath. Alright, it won't hit him actually though, because of the block, of course. Alright, take 8 more damage. Panache is finally up. Where were you, buddy, when I needed you most? This feels bad. Again, I'm just hemorrhaging health. That was a curse in my deck, right? It's actually better to not get cursed. I don't know. I just think this guy's impossible. I know he's not, but like, he just feels impossible to me. I was gonna say this is lethal, so don't worry about it. Flurry, pressure points, nope, 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 nope. Stop trying to give me reach the heavens. Empty body, maybe. It's empty body plus. I've already got one in my deck. It feels bad to grab the same cards that's just upgraded because you've got the unupgraded version. I don't think it really moves the needle for me. It's like 3 more block. Who cares? It's another way to get out of form, I guess. Oh, screw it. I'll take it. Just because Wrath is so scary. If I don't go for an elite fairly soon, I'm just going to die, aren't I? I'll try it. Probably not the guy I wanted to fight if I'm, again, going to level with you, but whatever. What can I do? I think I... Oh, fuck's sake, I just realized what's happening on this turn anyway. I think I overestimate how much draw this character has. Maybe I don't. Maybe I'm just not taking the draw card now that I think about it. Yeah, I should not taking the draw cards, have I? That's the problem. Also, I keep drawing Dark Shackles on a turn when he's not attacking me, which is, like, extremely not cool. I lose on my block because I only put 14 block. It's going to hit me, like, really hard now. I do have Wallop here. I'm still taking damage. I actually should have drank the potion there. You know what? I'm just going to fucking send it. I think I can one-shot him basically next turn with Expunger as long as I'm in Wrath. So, let's start the party. That was nearly a colossal misplay. I keep forgetting I'm going to draw cards when I do this. As it so happens, it's worked out really nicely now. I shouldn't play Cut, though, anymore. I think that's my turn. Expunger with 8 damage plus Wrath should be lethal. Yeah, it's at 170 damage. Get owned. An attack always starts in my hand. I mean, that just doesn't matter right now. Let me see what's in here. Another Wallop. You know what? I'll take it. What is the card I need to start in my hand? I don't know. Maybe Wallop Plus, honestly, so I get some block on my opening turn, but I don't love it. It might honestly have been Wrath, so that I could Wrath the... I could have Wrath the Karma way that I guarantee start with. Dude, I've got some really good cards here. I just don't quite have the build. Like, if I could get more draw, it would actually go crazy. Fuck, maybe I put an Evaluate in my deck, because it does lead to draw. I've turned it down a few times, but maybe it is the piece of the puzzle that I'm missing. Joke's on you, I can't be weakened. He's doing 5 damage to me. Do I care? I mean, I do. But do I really care? Obviously don't want that. Do I want the Expunger this second? Probably not, to be honest with you. I think I want none of these cards, so give me a new one. I wouldn't say that was the card I wanted either. Wallop is tempting, though. I think I'll take both of these if you don't mind. I did that partially to play 5 cards in a turn to get Panache off, but also I've got a multi-attack coming up. It's not the best multi-attack, but it is a multi-attack. So I might as well take the value from it. Okay, now we got a card that draws cards in my deck. 32 damage. Where's my shackles? Where are my dark shackles, please, game? I can't leave the form at the very least. Flurry, Insight. Consecrate. Prostrate. Rush down. I have to play Empty Body here. Give me Flurry back. And we should play another Empty Body. I take 1. He's scaling. Dude, I erupt on you then. I think it's going to be a game where I don't play Conjure Blade. Actually, it's a game where I will play it still. I'll take 1 mana deal 9, just to get rid of the card, actually. Well, I say get rid of the card, it does just come back. But that's just fine. I can live with this. You're doing 66 damage. Are you okay? Who hurt you? I mean, at this point, we're doing this, clearly. I don't have lethal. But it doesn't matter. I'll have lethal next turn. And it turned out the Dark Shackles knew best. They came at, like, the actual most opportune moment of all time. I mean, you got to be in it to win it, right? And I'm staying in it. I do like Tranquility. I think it has to be upgraded, though. I can do that. I'm going to take it. We'll go for an upgrade immediately. Did I do this one? No. I probably don't collect either. So I'm going to skip. We're really close to this boss. I'm actually kind of shocked. But if only I had Artifact Potion. God damn it. Okay. We should warp and rush down, I think. Okay, I always take 10 at the end of the turn now. I have to remember this. I can leave Eruption as well if I want to. I think we shackle him immediately. Empty Body, I think, would be a better way to leave than Tranquility right now. I'm willing to do some discarding. Although, that being said, my best attack here, I think, is Cut Through Fate. So let me draw Cut Through Fate to draw the other Empty Body. Yeah. Hit him. Do I want to hit him with one of these? I am leaving this form this turn anyway, so I probably should consider leaving. Sorry, I should consider just sending it. Yeah, okay. I'm still taking damage this turn, by the way. And the shackles have gone. Oh boy, the shackles have gone. I think this might be all she wrote. I said it a few times, but like, I really believe it this time. I just can't deal with the 10 every single turn at this point. I just don't have enough block. Panache is finally here, but it's too late. Tranquility doesn't do anything for me right now. It wasn't close. I mean, you know. What do you want me to do with all these block cards? I have to put up 35 block or I'm dead this turn. Or I kill him. That's my either or here. I have a horrible feeling with one more card I'm not doing the damage, so I'm probably going to have to block this turn if I'm going to, like, be serious with you. And I'm not going to get there. I guess let's see what's in the box. I could Conjure Blade, but even that doesn't save me. Like, I would need Conjure Blade, Miracle. Oh, no, I can't even do it. I have to do the way around. Like, I don't know. I need to draw the Expunger from Conjure Blade to stand the chance of doing the damage, but I can't do that because I will burn all my mana. And the only way for me to save one mana is with a Miracle, which I could do a Miracle to get me Cut Through Fate, but then I couldn't play the Expunger afterwards, so it just doesn't help me. Alright, let's see what's in here. I'm not ready for Mantra yet, so I think that is actually just the game. Da, 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 da. Yeah, that should be that. Because I guess this is the best option I can do to put up more block. To put up more block, to put up more block that does 5 damage, but who cares? I sadly die because of this. Do 10 more damage. I guess put an expunge in my deck, but we're dead. If I had an artifact potion, I could have lived through that, but no, this honestly was the worst build I think I've ever taken to the 3rd floor. This was so horrible. This was basically like Babby's first fight. I don't know. I don't know. I keep trying to make Wallop work. Like, my theory is, like, if you get Wallop plus Vigilance... Sorry, plus Violence... What are you even called? Wrath. If you get Wallop plus Wrath, like, Wallop should, like, in theory counter the Wrath that you're taking, but it just doesn't quite work that way, because it's just too hard to make Wallop, like, actually pop. I probably put too much junk in my deck as well for it to really work. And again, I think this Mantra build, like, I've tried Prostrate a few times now for the Mantra build. I actually think it's completely garbage now that I've, like, tried it a few times. Without the power that just gives you Divinity, sorry, gives you Mantra every single turn, it's just so hard to get it going with just Prostrates. It's, like, actually, basically not viable. And I think the final thing, and actually I might check this on the main menu screen, does this character actually have draw cards? Because I feel like the draw engine is really weak in this character, but it might just be that I got unlucky or I just wasn't looking for the right things. I did turn down the one which was like 1 mana gain 4 cards if you're in Calm, but that felt like not a great deal. I guess actually I was offered at some point. Where was it? I was offered fill your hand with cards, right? And I turned it down. Scroll. Scroll is probably the best card for, like, card draw engine for this character, so probably should have just taken Scroll, it turns out. But yeah, I think we need Devotion as well. I just didn't ever see it, which is kind of unlucky, actually. I saw so many gold cards, but never got it. I think Worship is also almost unplayable. So I'm not super upset I didn't get that. Maybe that's been a bit harsh. But yeah, I just felt like the drawing of this character is a bit weak. I don't know. I don't know. We'll try again next time. Anyway, YouTube, if you enjoyed this, why not leave a like, comment, subscribe. Everyone helps me out. I'll see you again next time. Bye.